Hi everyone, this is Dr. Katie Woodley with the Natural Pet Doctor. I wanted to hop on because it was time for Finn's food to be made. So I'm surrounded by all this glorious, delicious food. Finn is patiently waiting for his dinner to be made over in the corner there. So he'll probably be over here as soon as I start chopping. But I wanted to pop on because everyone's asking, can I feed a home-cooked diet? Is it going to hurt my pet? Is it balanced? How do I do it? How do I know it's safe for my pet? So I'm going to show you a really awesome, easy solution to making your own food with real food for your animal. So I'm going to be showcasing just one company that I am using today, and I rotate my recipes. They make it super easy for you to feed your pet and ensure that it is a well-balanced diet. They have dog and cat recipes. They also have pre-made formulas that you can use. But what we're going to be using today is something really awesome. So it's Just Food for Dogs. That is the actual name of the company. So I have their little brochure here, which came in this little container. And it's a do-it-yourself blend. So this is the nutrients that we're going to be putting into the food once I make the food. This is to be put in after. They do have a heatable blend that you can also purchase from their website. And I'll be posting all this information on my blog after this. So that way you know where to go and get it. But the cool thing is, and what I really like, is they make it so easy that you can't mess it up. So I have all the recipes right here in front of me, and I can prepare everything in the certain amounts that I need to do in order for it to be balanced for Finn and not hurt him. So what I've already done is I've already prepared the foods. I've got all my vegetables cut up. So in this blend, we're going to be using ground lamb. So purchase this, made sure that it's an organic lamb, so I know where my meats are coming from. We have an organic liver over here, delicious. I'm sure some of you are grossed out right now, but that's really good. Vitamin A, it has a lot of really good nutrients in it. And then I've also got some spinach. We have some yummy blueberries, and we have carrots, which is Finn's favorite. And we also have cauliflower, which is cut up. And then we're gonna put some oils in after, and we'll put the blend in. We have some brown rice that's cooking right now. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna end the video. I'm gonna do the cooking because that's the boring part. And then we're gonna hop back on and I'm gonna show you the final creation at the end and show you how simple and easy that was. So stay tuned. All right, everyone, I'm back. So as you can tell, it didn't take that long to cook up some food, and I actually usually use my Instapot. So all of that would have gone into this, that would be inside my Instapot, and I would press start, and 13 minutes later I'd come back and it'd be done. And then, so what I'm going to show you though, I'm going to show you this deliciousness, because I wish that we had a smell-o-meter on the camera, because it smells delicious in here. It looks amazing, and the cool thing is we could literally eat it ourselves and we wouldn't die. So Finn's he's gonna love it. So he's been kind of cruising around, sniffing it, wishing that he could eat it right now, but he's got a half an hour until he can eat it. So let me show you the last steps, because it's so easy that you're gonna just wanna do it yourself every single time for your animal. So, all right, here is the deliciousness. So I don't know if you can see that. Looks so good. All right, this is probably where I make a huge mess, so if that happens, I'm sorry. It might be funny though, but all right. So I already have my brown rice in this pot, and we're gonna mix everything together. So the lamb, I don't know, some people don't like the smell of lamb, but I love lamb. And we used to raise our own lambs in New Zealand actually, and they're the cutest little things, but I actually love lamb too. So I am a meat eater. All right, okay. So we're gonna blend this all up, mix it all up with the rice and the carrots, the cauliflower, the spinach, there's blueberries in there. There is a lot of really good stuff going on in here. We've got some liver, which some people like, some people hate. Finn will love it. And then what we're gonna do is, so this recipe calls for fish oil. So fish oil is a really good supplement. We wanna add our omega-3s back in. I am not using their brand of fish oil, so I have capsules that I'll add in after for Finn for each meal. So I have these over here. So this is a Nordic Naturals brand. It is not the pet brand, but I just dose it based on his dose that he needs for his body weight. So that's something that we can kind of work out together to make sure your pet's getting enough. A lot of times we're actually underdosing fish oil when they need more. And we are in allergy season, so the requirements for fish oil are definitely a little bit higher. They're gonna boost the skin health, the skin barrier to outside allergens, but also by feeding a whole food, real food-based diet, you're actually gonna help your pets if they're prone to allergies. You're gonna help your pet if they're prone to any actually underlying problem, because what we're doing is we're giving the body what it actually needs. We're gonna boost gut health, and that's gonna help keep your pet nice and healthy. So, all right, I'm gonna add some of our oil here. So I'm using a blend of oil, and we're gonna do two teaspoons. So we add that after we have cooked it. So nice and easy. And what we're gonna do now is add in the nutrient blend. So this is the multivitamin that we use with this food, that comes with the food in the little do-it-yourself kit. If you use their pre-made meals, you don't need to add in those vitamins because they're already in there. If you're doing a home cooked without one of these, like balanceit.com has recipes that you can use, and you can make your own home cooked foods based on which proteins, what vegetables, what other things you want to use. That's where we can talk about, okay, what supplements do we need to use, because it is not a balanced diet without that in there. Our soils are depleted of nutrients, so we need to make sure we're adding things in to rebalance the diet and add back in those minerals and vitamins and nutrients that the body actually needs. It's the same with us. If you eat the same thing over and over every single day, we are going to be lacking in nutrients, trace minerals, all sorts of things. But there are a lot of good things that we can add back in, and it doesn't add a lot of cost, but it also gives you peace of mind knowing that your pet is safe and doing well. So taurine deficiency, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. So gluten-free or grain-free diets, everyone's talking about taurine deficiency creating congestive heart failure. So you can avoid that. You can test for it, and I recommend if they're on a home-cooked meal to test for it every few months and make sure that the dog is not deficient in it. But there are supplements where we can add in and make sure that they're doing fine, and if you're feeding a balanced diet, they should be okay. They're finding that some breeds, especially golden retrievers, actually have a problem with metabolizing it, and they're ending up deficient in it. So, but that typically is related to the breed. So there are some foods you want to avoid. Your lamb and lentil-based, pea protein-based dry foods, they can compete with taurine and cause a deficiency. So avoid that if you're feeding a dry food kibble. So pea, lentil-based dry food kibble, avoid. That way you don't have to worry about it usually. You can still have some issues, but just avoid those if you can. So, all right, last step, because this was so hard to make this. I'm feeling really tired now because it was so hard. That was sarcasm. It was really easy. Anyone can do this. All right, so this is the vitamin mix. So on here, because remember, recipe right here. So just reading it. So we're gonna add, a couple teaspoons into the mix. So he's gonna get almost 5 teaspoons. All right, almost there. And let me just switch here and round this out. We're almost done. All right, and I did a smaller batch actually with this meal, so you can actually double this up and you get more food, which will last you longer. So you can keep this food in your fridge for about 3 days, and then you can also portion out the rest and put it in the freezer, and then you've got a whole week's worth of food and you cooked once. So I love knowing that Finn is getting something that is tasty. It's good for him. I know what's going into it. I don't have to worry about, melamine going in it and causing kidney failure, like what happened back in, I think it was 2008, and all those animals died, and that was awful. I am controlling this portion of his life, which I like, and I actually enjoy cooking for him. It kind of brings us closer together. I'm surprised he's not over here. Finn, do you want to come over and smell your food? Come here. Let's show everyone, huh? Good boy. So, what's that? Do you approve? I think we get 2 licks for thumbs up. So, all right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Hope that video is up right. So we'll get there eventually. And I will post some of these resources on my website and my blog and on Facebook. So that way you guys can go check out these awesome resources, cook for your pets yourself, and actually feel good and feel like it's a safe thing to do for them, which is important. All right, have a great rest of your day. All right, take care. Bye.